Hello everyone, in today's video we will learn about what is knowledge graphs. So as you can see, the knowledge graph is a very structured way to represent knowledge as network interconnected entities and their properties and their relationship between them. So it's like a database. So most of in what happens is, like, you see Google, right? Google has a big knowledge graph. It connects the relationship between the entities. So I'll try to show how we can create knowledge graphs with Python. So first of all, you have to understand what are knowledge graphs. So if you go to the images, you'll be able to see, like, these are the kind of big knowledge graphs that it has in many system. Like, people do this kind of knowledge graphs to it uses by the AI to get a search more better. So you see this is how it done. So these are the entities, and based on there is some relation along with it. So what we will do is we will try to see this one person, this is the order, and this is a placed order, right? So these are two entities and this is a relation. Okay, see, these are the entities, type, and different types of, and these are the categories, and these are all type of. So this is how the relations are being built. So these are, as you can see here, so what happens is, see, these are the category, these are the types. It based on that it has some segregation, and this is the instance data. And instance data, what had is the person, order, product, and different types of products, and it has all these relations, like has a person has address, a person has address, a person placed an order, the order contains a product, the order contains quantity 2, and this product is a type of this type of fresh foods or fresh fish. So this is how the knowledge graph is being built. So in today's video, I'll try to create a knowledge graph based on different types of entities. So we will take a simple example and try to create a knowledge graph based on that. So for that, what I'll do is I'll open the PyCharm. Okay, so I have already defined a function called show kg. So kg means knowledge graph. Okay, so I'll import network x as nx. Okay, so this is a basic a library that helps us to draw the knowledge graphs, and I will import matplotlib.pyplot, which will actually plot the entire vertices and edges, and it will try to show us, okay, as plt. Okay, now what we will do is we will try to initialize a graph. So for that, what I'll do is I'll create a variable called kg and nx dot directed graph that I'll call. So the directed graph, what we'll do is, you see, it initializes a graph with edges, names, and attributes. So we have not given any attributes. We will define the attributes later, but it has this internal incoming parameters and the attributes. Based on that, it converts. Okay, so this is one thing. Now what I'll do is I'll create those attributes. I'll try to create those edges. So for that, what I'll do is I'll do add edge. Suppose we will be creating a knowledge graph for Mukesh Ambani. Okay, is the richest man in India, that justifies it. So I'll do Mukesh Ambani, and the relationship I'll give Reliance. Okay, and what is the kind of relation it has? I'll define the parameter as relation, and Mukesh Ambani is the owner of Reliance. Okay, now I'll just copy it. Okay, now I'll give Mukesh Ambani is Neeta Ambani. And what is the relation? Spouse. Okay, now I'll add another one, that is Mukesh Ambani. Suppose we'll give Reliance. Okay, let's say Reliance, and we will have Geo. Okay, so Reliance and Jio, what is the relation? Let's give the relation of Reliance is the parent of Jio. Okay, now next we will add Mukesh Ambani and Sachin Tendulkar. What is the relation? Suppose friends. Okay, now next what we will give, suppose we will give another one, that is Mukesh Ambani Gautam Adani. What is the relation? Friends or partners. Suppose let's say partners. Okay, let's say friends. Okay, now what is, now I'll give again what is the relationship between Reliance and the relationship between Reliance and JioMart. Okay, Reliance is also, let's say, suppose I'll make it a little change. Okay, JioMart, and I'll give JioMart and Nita Ambani, that is the owner of. Okay, now I'll give again, I'll add something. Let's say I'll add what is this called? Suppose we will add Jio phone, and with this will come Jio is the product of. Okay, so this I have initialized everything, every knowledge graph related to Mukesh Ambani that we have initialized. Now what we will do is we will calculate the position. Okay, the positions of the vertices and the edges. Okay, so for that what I'll do is I'll do a position variable. So now what we will do is we will calculate the position, that is nx dot spring layout, and we will initialize it with the knowledge graph that we have created. Okay, let's see what happens with this spring layout. So what it does is this algorithm simulates a force directed representation of the network treating edges as spring holding nodes close. Okay, so this is how it creates the position. So for that we have already created that. After that what I'll do is we will create the edge levels. So for that what I'll do is I'll create a variable called edge levels, and I'll call what, get edge attributes. Edge attributes from where? That is the knowledge graph that we have created, and the parameter that is holding, that is relation. Okay, so this, so basically we got the positions, now we got the edge levels, and after that what I'll do is I'll try to draw it. Okay, so I'll do nx dot draw, and in the nx dot draw what I'll give is, first I'll provide the directed graph, right? After that we will give the positions. Okay, after that we will give width levels equals to true. Okay, it will define the labels. After that what I can do is I'll write node color equals to, suppose let's give a color like light blue. Okay, now let's give node size is equals to, suppose let's give 2500. Okay, now next let's define font size. Let's define the font size as 10. Okay, now define the arrow size, that would be 20. Okay, let's give something like that. It looks better in those in these sizes, it looks a little better. Okay, so after that what I'll do is, so this draws the entire labels. Now from those label, after that we will need those data for the connecting ones, right? So in those cases what happens is I'll draw the edge levels. Okay, so I'll draw the edge levels. For that what I'll do is I'll provide the kg that we have given. After that we will give the position. So once kg and position is done, we will give the edge levels. Okay, the edge levels is equals to the edge labels that we have created from the relation attribute. Now let's give the font size. Font size, or let's, okay, for the contrasting one, let's define font color. So we have given light blue. Here let's give red. Okay. So here we have defined the vertices and the labels as well. So we have defined the entire the entire graph and the positions, and we have defined the edge labels as well. So once this is defined, what we can do is we can give plt dot title and give it a little any title like knowledge graph. Okay. Once it is, the title has been given, let's give plt dot show. So what it will do is, so this is the function, and that I have called that in the main function. So it will call and it will show us the kind of the graph that we have created. So for that I'll just run it and I'll show you what it does. See, this is the graph that is being generated. So this is Mukesh Ambani, and you see the friends with Sachin Tendulkar, friends with Gautam Adani, and there is a spouse. Oh, we have defined it wrong. Okay, so we have defined it wrong here. Let's say now it will be correct. So we had defined the secondary one, that's the wrong one. Okay, so let's close it and we run it again. Yep, let's see what is coming. Yep, Mukesh Ambani, spouse Neeta Ambani, owner of JioMart, friends, and the owner of Reliance. Reliance is the parent of Jio, and Jio is a product of JioPhone. JioPhone is a product of Jio. So that is how the knowledge graph is being created. So this knowledge graph can be huge, and this is being used in many search engines and the recommendation system. So basically what happens is, when you create this system, whenever you create this knowledge graph, what happens is AI gets data instantly with context, which is the reason the knowledge graph is very popular these days, and due to which it gives a faster retrieval context, due to which it is being widely used in any kind of recommendation system and the kind of search engine which actually tries to find out, or the kind of networking. You see that you see that in Meta they use the knowledge graph as well. They use it because they want to create a graph where they have this all knowledge that which friend or which person is connected to whom. So in those cases it is fantastic, and this is being widely used. So do give it do give it a try, and let me know. So if you have any thoughts, let me know in the comment section, and follow for more tech updates.